ship that came under attack in the Arabian Sea just off the coast of India was actually carrying crude oil from Saudi Arabia to India, and 20 Indian sailors were on board. We can go to New Delhi now for reaction. We're joined by journalist Ekta Kumar. Thank you for being with us, Ekta. So has there been much of a reaction in India, given the ship was headed there?
Right. So the official reaction from the Navy, Laura, is that it wasn't an Indian flag vessel at all, unlike what the US is claiming. So because it was carrying another flag, the reactions are fairly muted. I mean, of course, the press is carrying the reports, but it's asking me if there's like this huge reaction, given the fact that Iran has been a close friend and ally for so long. No. Again, we had an official statement from the Navy just a couple of hours ago saying because it wasn't carrying the Indian flag, I mean, I think things are muted.
Yes, I think it's generally accepted that it was a Liberian-flagged tanker, but it was on its way to India, and of course it was just off the coast of India. We've seen major shipping companies say that they will now avoid the Red Sea route altogether because it has become so unsafe. Do you think this could help drive demand for that India-Israel-Europe trade corridor that was spoken about?
I think the India-Israel-Europe corridor has its own place and importance. I mean, yes, of course, you keep trying to diversify the risk. So shipping routes are becoming dangerous. In fact, they're taking longer routes. But even when things stabilize on the seas, I think the India-Israel-US corridor has its own place and importance that cannot be denied. I mean, we had the Prime Minister himself say, right, that route is going to be used for hundreds of years once it's established. So I think it's looking at it only from a short-term, shipping routes are riskier. Would that be? It's a very short-term way of looking at it. I think it's important for many reasons. Yes, of course, you keep, like I said, you want to diversify your risks, but the corridor is important in any case. I mean, even if the seas are safe, I think it has a place.
And of course, the seas are not safe right now, and the United States is trying to take a leading role and restore some security. I'm wondering if India was planning to join the US-led coalition.
That is a complicated decision, Laura, and I don't see that really happening, if you were to ask me. For the simple reason, I mean, the last couple of years, we've seen India tilt towards the West, right, towards America. But I don't think we always align completely with what Washington wants to do. With India, our foreign policy has always been to keep kind of tread midway and try and keep a balance between all our partners, allies, and our neighbors. And with both Russia and China, they've been watching our relationship with Washington very carefully. And if we begin to patrol seas, there are a number of defense deals, and there are a lot of synergies in place, a lot of talks on various fronts, right? But I think something like this, I'd be surprised if that happens, really, because that is literally, in the military sense, you're saying that it's a stronger stance. Let me put it that way. I don't see that happening.
All right, interesting. Thank you, Ekta Kumar there in New Delhi. Thank you very much.